In the shadowy space between legend and history lies Jomsborg, the fabled Viking stronghold, said to house one of the most elite warrior brotherhoods in Norse lore, the Jomsvikings. A mysterious fortress on the southern coast of the Baltic Sea, Jomsborg is often portrayed in sagas as an impenetrable city of stone, steel, and strict codes, a place where only the fiercest, most disciplined fighters could call home. But was it real? Or just a myth forged in fire and memory? Mentioned in medieval texts like the Jomsvikings saga and Heimskringla, Jomsborg was supposedly founded in the 10th century, possibly by Danish king Harald Bluetooth. It was said to be located on the southern shore of the Baltic, near modern-day Wolin Island in Poland. Archaeologists have long debated its exact location, but excavations near Wolin have uncovered significant Viking-era remains, suggesting that something powerful once stood there. The inhabitants of Jomsborg, the Jomsvikings, were legendary warriors sworn to a brutal and unbending code. Only men between the ages of 18 and 50 could join, and they had to prove their worth in combat. No fear, no retreat. Loyalty to the Brotherhood came before all else. They were forbidden to show weakness, flee from battle, or even insult one another without cause. Punishment was severe, often fatal. But in exchange for this harsh code, they were given sanctuary, training, weapons, and the promise of glory. These elite mercenaries were hired by kings across Scandinavia, often tilting the tide of war. They played roles in major battles, including the legendary Battle of Hjörungavágr and the Battle of Svolder, where their fearlessness was both feared and admired. Their devotion to duty and discipline made them nearly mythical, sometimes compared to the Spartans of the north. The Jomsvikings saga, written centuries after the events it describes, may blur fact and fiction, but it offers insight into Viking warrior culture, honor codes, and the harsh lives they led. While it glorifies the Jomsvikings, it also shows their internal struggles, betrayals, and brutal endings, a reminder that even legends are human. But what of Jomsborg itself? While the saga describes massive gates, harbors filled with long ships, and high stone walls, archaeology offers only fragments. Excavations near Wolin have revealed Viking-style fortifications, artifacts, and signs of trade and battle. Some believe this settlement may have been Jomsborg, though no definitive inscription or structure has been found to prove it beyond doubt. Still, the evidence is tantalizing. Coins, weapons, and Norse artifacts found in the region suggest a major Viking hub, heavily fortified and culturally significant. Whether Jomsborg was a real fortress, an idealized warrior utopia, or a fusion of many places and stories, its influence endures. It has inspired novels, video games, reenactments, and scholarly debate for centuries. It represents the ultimate Viking dream, a place of strength, loyalty, and eternal battle readiness, where brotherhood ruled and weakness was left outside the gates. In the end, Jomsborg might be less a physical location and more a symbol of the Viking warrior ethos, brutal, bound by honor, and always ready for the next fight. It lives on not just in ruins and relics, but in the pulse of every story told around a fire, every sword raised in reenactment, and every whispered prayer to Odin before battle.